Welcome, my name is Kat, this is my channel Kat Can Sew, and welcome to episode 30. This is where I get to talk about my cross stitch, and let's be honest, for the next 18 months there's probably going to be a lot of Disney in here as well. Because I like talking about Disney, and if you don't care about it, it'll be at the end and you can stop before then. I'm on Instagram under Kat Can Sew. And I've got not a ton of stitching today, and I have no haul. I say not a ton of stitching. I've got 9 projects, 2 of those are finishes, but a lot of low numbers. I do have all my notes, which is nice. So here we go. So I'm going to start with my finishes. First one up is, I'm actually going to put a cover image of this one, is California Magic by Stitch Michele. I got this from Etsy, and I have done the Disneyland castle side. I still have to do the Mickey's Fun Wheel. That will get started. I don't know when, because I'm trying not to do new starts at the moment. And here we are. If you're following my Instagram, you will have seen photos of this from Disneyland on Saturday. Saturday was a lines and shows kind of day. Like a lot of sitting and standing in queues. So I did run out of 797, so I wasn't able to get it finished in the park. Otherwise I would have been really close. But so I just had to finish the DAY, and then there was some of that in the turrets on the castle. And then I finished the pink, the blue, and the gold backstitch when I got home. Just after midnight on Monday. I had run out of 797 completely, and I had to go buy some more. All up, I got 329 stitches in this on the last stitching, but there is also about 700 back stitches in it as well. So really happy with that. I'm not actually sure how I'm going to finish. I've got 2 castles. I'm working on another castle. I've got the monorail, and I've got a couple of Mickey's Fun Wheels. So I'm not quite sure how I'm going to finish those right now. My second finish is Mill Hill's Vintage Camera, and here it is. I had 579 stitches. That included all of the beads, as well as the 20-something, doesn't include the 20-something long stitches in it. So here is where, so I got all of the stitching done at Disneyland on Saturday, but I'm not doing beading in Almost Darkness at Disneyland. So I did that, I finished that yesterday. It's really cute. I like it. I do think I'm going to put a hold on starting another mini Mill Hill kit and use one of my bigger ones as my work project for a little bit, just because most of my other kits are all Christmas themed. So I do think I've got a Monarch butterfly, but everything else is Christmas. Also, I have, to be honest, I plan on working on Advent Year 3 just because I really want to get that finished. Next up is my whips. I've got 6, so not a ton, 7. I forgot to put one in my count. First up, these are roughly in order that I stitched them in, or at least the first time they were stitched in the last fortnight. First up is Winter Wonderland by Jan Hicks Creates. This was from the Black Needle Society 2023 Nice List. It came fully kitted, including the fabric and the Weeks dye works. This is on a 32 count linen by Cotton Cotton called Over the Moon. I got 90 stitches on that. That was the light blue. Here is the before photo. Honestly, this is going to be really hard to see because it is light blue on light blue. But I finished so I don't know if you can see them. I may add a photo in here because there is a blue snowflake there and a blue snowflake there, and then I finished the light blue in the center here as well. As I said, it was only 90 stitches. It was just finishing the prompt, or to get to a certain percentage for Mania, and you saw most of that last week. It has been spun up again, this time for under 2,500 stitches to go, which means it's going to get like another 700 stitches or something. I don't remember off the top of my head how many stitches are in it, but that probably won't get worked on until June. Needle minders are the reason I restarted this. From Black Needle Society, this was in the 2023 Nice list, and Forbidden Fibre Co., this was in the Christmas Carol 2024 Advent box. Sorry, the 2023 Christmas Carol Advent. Next project I worked on was Carnival Master. This is going to be a bit of a Black Needle Society heavy video. All bar 3 of the remaining projects. Correction. All bar 2 of my whips in this pile to go Black Needle Society. So Carnival Master was from Camp Black Needle Society in 2023, and I got 422 stitches on this. It's now like 40%, and there we go. I've got 3 colors left to go. I finished the gold and the white. I have like a red, a brown, 2 shades of red and a grey. This is stitched on 32 count Lugana by Picture This Plus in the colour Echo. Needle minder is from an Amazon store that was closing. Next up is Wicked, Tricksy and False by Heaven and Earth Designs. This has hanging threads. Here is the before photo for this one. I'm hoping I remember to add the one for the last one. Please disregard the hanging threads. It's just because I don't like starting and stopping threads, and the next thread is just slightly too far away for me to be confident in my counting. I got another 448 stitches on this, and I hit my goal for over 25,000 stitches, which was 1%. I think I got like, I can't even remember. I got quite a few stitches in this though. So here's where we're at. She's looking good. I think it was about 1,000. I think all up I got, between the 2 prompts, I've done 2,500 stitches on this since like the start of the year. That blue is amazing. I'm really impressed with the blue. I'm actually impressed with how the hair is stitching up on the blue a lot more than the red. This is stitched on a 28 count. I have it written as Jubilee, and I thought it was Jasmine. The way I think it's a discontinued fabric. In the colour Graveyard, but I'm not convinced on that colour, by Stitches and Spice. Artworks Jasmine, Becket-Griffith. Charted by Heaven and Earth Designs. This is actually going to go away for a bit now. I have other ridiculously huge projects that need time stitched on them. Honestly, the next one that actually came up was Pacific Crest Trail, which I am still doing for my 10%, so that's going to be my big project for the next little while that you're going to see. Next up is 2 more Mania projects. First up is August. So this is the Celebrate All Year Sale by Black Needle Society. This was also in the 2023 Nice list. Here is the cover image, and the before photos will have been on the screen. And here is where I'm at. This is stitched on a 32 count Rivera Aqua linen I got from 123 Stitch. I did 362 stitches on this, so I think I'm now like 40%. Honestly, I really should just sit down possibly in August or the end of July and just knock out all of the remaining 11 of these. They shouldn't take that long. I got like 300 stitches done, 300 something stitches done on this in a couple of hours, and honestly, if I just sat down and like put a day into each of them, I'm probably going to have them done. Next up is Celebrate All Year Sale July, again by Black Needle Society. Also stitched on the Rivera Aqua 32 count. And I got 452 stitches. I actually finished this color. So this one I'm doing by color. I kind of have been like vibing on how I'm stitching each of these. This one I'm doing the hot dog buns first. Both these this needle minder is from Black Needle Society. That was from Camp 2023. This one is from Galloway Gallery. This Disney pins are no longer available. They may have a couple still on the Etsy, but they are no longer available in their store. Next up is Jose. Again, I worked on this at Disneyland. I worked on 3 different projects at Disneyland. I worked on the Mill Hill kit because it was too dark to continue on this one. So this is Jose. Here's where I was. I only got 110 stitches in it. Like, I didn't get much done. I'm going to try and put another 300 stitches in this for a fandom prompt. I am trying to get that frame finished. I actually finally serged the edges, so I'm going to be a little bit more likely to want to pull these out now. Needle minders again are from Galloway Gallery, and again this one might be available on their Etsy. This one is not available. I got them from their store. This is stitched on a 28 count Opal Lugana in Dole Whip, because if you're going to work on Tiki Room Birds, working on Dole Whip makes perfect sense, and I have all 4 of them. And last but not least, I actually worked on this yesterday, again to finish a wheel prompt. This also gave me stitches for the scavenger hunt, for fandom is Santa's stamp collection. Here's where I was, and here's where I'm at. I got 807 stitches on this. I needed 780. I actually did 2 prompts, one for 200 and one for 5. I'm currently working on the ecru, so it doesn't show up really well. I am going to try and get all 25 stamp outlines done. I have now finished the title. Once I get the 25 outlines done, I will just randomly probably work on them numerically, but you know, my brain sort of said like roll a die and see what number comes up. So no idea how I'm going to stitch on that, but I've still got like 3,200 stitches of ecru on it. So that is all of my stitching. Not a ton. It was like 3,400 stitches, so it's not bad. Work's been a lot. FanFest nights did finish. I was going to go as a guest on Saturday, but I was just wiped. And other than that, like, had a headache for 2 days. I'm about to go up to the pool, maybe get rid of some of this tan line. We have the I wear a long short sleeve shirt for work, so my forearms are getting super dark. It's also 84 degrees outside, like 28, 29 Celsius, so I'm going to go take advantage of being able to go sit by the pool and maybe stitch, maybe swim, I'm not sure. It's going to depend on how cold the water is, on whether I swim or not. I will put on sunscreen. I've already put sunscreen on my face. Face, neck, down about here. Which is my usual trick for work. I did just wash my hair though, so if I do swim, it'll probably be not getting my head wet because I don't want to wash my hair again. Other than that, not much is going on. But what is happening is Disneyland officially started its 70th birthday celebration. They opened in July 1955. So the event has started. The actual anniversary is not till July, and it will run through till next August. But one of the things I brought back is Paint the Night Parade, which is my favorite parade. So I went in on Saturday afternoon. And I did character photos. I did the Celebrate Happy Parade twice. I did the fireworks. I did Paint the Night. I did Tapestry of Happiness. I rode the train 1.5 circles, so I did the Grand Circle tour, and then I used it later in the evening to get over to the back of the park for the Celebrate Tapestry of Happiness and It's a Small World. I'm going to have some pictures on here. I don't have a ton, but one of the things I did do was I was stitching lines, especially for characters, and what I was doing is getting photos with the characters of my stitching, and they were so impressed. Like this is so cool. I even, when I did the photo pass in front of the castle later in the day, she's like, can I take a couple photos of this on its own? So I am hoping that when I go in, so we're going in on this weekend, but it's me and my husband, and he's not really a stand in line and get all the photos, and not huge on watching the parades and fireworks and stuff. If we see him, great, but he's not like, let's camp out for 3 hours for them. So this weekend will probably be a little bit more like rides and more rides, and I'm cool with that. Like, and then going the following week. It's a little bit undecided on what day at the moment. I have a reservation for the following Monday, like Monday week, but I am trying to get in the end of next week. There's just no reservations opening up for the day I actually put in an audio. Another day I forgot to put an audio in. But we'll see what happens. They're doing a magic key giveaway, and I'm hoping they do that. But I will try to take in my finished project and get some photos as well. So not a ton. This is going to be relatively short. I think we're going to be running in at about 20 minutes again. And yeah, my Instagram is mostly going to be stitching in Disneyland. This is going to be stitching in Disneyland over the next couple of years. But you know what? If you're not interested, just don't pay attention. Stop before that. I put all the chapters in down below, and you can skip to what is interesting. I hope that actually helps people, because it is a lot of work to do. But now that I've started doing it, I'm enjoying doing it. Also means if you're looking for a specific project, you can find it. And I hope everybody has a great day, whatever your weather is. Go out and enjoy it. And take care of yourselves, find your jam, and have a great fortnight. Ciao.